But a great pleasure now to introduce Matthew Sawyer. Came out of the dialogue with Scott King, as I said earlier. Matthew Sawyer is an artist and musician. His band is Matthew Sawyer and the Ghosts. He has done 2 albums, The Bluebird's Blood and also Catbird, actually, that was with Catbird Records, and How Snakes Eat. That's the most recent album, I think. In 2007, Matthew Sawyer and the Ghosts played at the Queen Elizabeth Hall as part of the Meltdown Festival. That's a project curated by Jarvis Cocker. Sawyer's artworks have been exhibited internationally. Some shows are the documentary Creations, that was in Luzern in Switzerland, and also Protest and Survive at the Whitechapel Gallery. And today, for the Map Marathon, he will be performing Venn Diagram for the World. A very warm welcome to Matthew Sawyer.
Hello. This is, There Is No Royal Road. 40 stitches on this heel. Can't stand knowing which way you feel about a terrible lady marked out by sitting in a tree. She looked great in the headlights, but the flies came round and found the food. It's not an area I'd like to look into any further. Not only her insistence with a miracle she worked won the cause. 1400 years to get paranoid. It's a lot of fun to the angry ones. Shepherds have weird stuff to steal and can't believe that program on Channel 4. She said the scariest thing about a tree, scariest thing has to be its branches. Make fire and eating cans, make royal sense of inquiry. Like that section, different color tarmac, just outside the video shop. Not only her insistence, but the miracles she worked won the call. 1400 years to get paranoid, a lot of fun to the angry one. One thing she wanted to know was why you have to go so slow. Is it the action of an ugly brief moment that put guests to sleep? Is the carpet on the stairwell floor? Take the blame to please us. Not only her insistence, but the miracles she worked won the call. 1400 years to get paranoid. It's a lot of fun to the angry one. Okay. The next song I'm going to read is, I thought I'd perform it as a text. It's like a notation for a song or directions of how to go about playing it or find it. So, it's a mapping, if you will. But it's called Directions to a Song. Tune all the strings down one full step. The chord of D starts the song. Strum it once, slowly, with as little thought as possible. The song has started. Without hesitation, assume the best and worst outcomes in unison. Immediately after the notes have died, sing.
I was a dancer, you know how it goes. I learned to be a footstep on the ground.
Think of a cat arched and frozen in front of a plastic snake. Pluck each string on the instrument individually until you lose the image of the cat arched and frozen in front of the plastic snake. Begin to increase speed.
Higher than a clothesline, lower than a friend of mine. I must admit it's strange to be starting over again.
Sing the words as a journalist might report a flood or a fire. Don't be glum. It's not your house. Play the chord of G while wanting it to be F. You never know when you might miss something you've never had.
God took scissors to sympathy. God was in my blood and in my balls. He was a true mistake and shattered thigh bone like chalk.
Think of yourself as a tourist and your instrument as an ugly souvenir. Play the chord of D7 with relief, slightly more than is appropriate. Perform this whole section as if you've been given something expensive you don't want.
She looked great in the headlights, but the flies came round and found the food. It's not an area I'd like to look into any further.
Something darker seems to have materialized. Turn your instrument over and look at its back. Keep your gaze steady but unfocused. There's a cameraman who looks as if he's from the 1970s. He takes his head from the viewfinder and looks you squarely in the eyes. Don't worry about a thing. You're only what appears to him in a Magic Eye poster. He thinks it's the 1990s.
I made a drawing so small, I don't know how the colours ever heard me call.
Play the chord of A sharp repeatedly. Consider the rhythm like a deer jolts in fright. Fix your chord hand into the shape of crippling regret. Place it on the neck of the guitar. Push through the strings with your other hand. All the while, listen to your teeth as they gently echo.
Right away, it was understood. There was never any time, only ever firewood.
Do you feel a sense of responsibility? That's a full sense of responsibility. Strike the strings as one of two people in a lift, waiting for their floor to arrive. This is not the place to make friends. People might find it disconcerting. Instead, turn to face the back of the lift with your nose almost touching the wall. Stay like this until the other person reaches their floor.
Not only her insistence, but the miracles she worked that won the court.
This part is the chorus. You can hide here every so often. Dispense the line coldly like someone showing kindness, as if it's a photograph. Sing the chorus twice in a row. Now go quiet, but stay inside the song. Envy in the silence of a crab shell. It's the most honest part. The audience is uncomfortable about this. Each second that passes feels like wet hair. Break the silence with a key change. Fold all you know about this section into a brittle suitcase. Carry it to the next verse. Everybody around you starts to clap. The song's not over.
Where there was love, there was open gowns in kind, given to the nearest thing that fits inside.
Mouth the word help across an empty car park at night to the person you're closest to. Produce a percussive sound by hitting the instrument with your hand. Make its tone resentful, like a lover who is tired of finding loose change in her bed. This is the elephant in the room. Play 3 chords randomly, one after the other. Repeat this 3 times in a row. Make an awful mistake. Repeat it, but louder this time and at the speed of guilt. It's not really the loose change she's sick of.
The one thing she wanted to know was why they have to burst so slow. Is it the action of an ugly brief moment that forgets to sleep?
Play inquiringly. Make royal your sense of inquiry. Remember that section of different coloured tarmac just outside the video shop. What if I tell you your heart is a giant polystyrene cup, stuffed with all the words that describe loneliness? Realize you're at the end of the song. Detest nostalgia in real time. Slow down the playing to the size of yourself. Stop playing. The song ends. vodka they provided, but kept the shield. You never know, do you? You never know when you might need something you haven't got. You never know when you might need something you haven't got. Read a note from a friend that said the friendship should end, and put it into the scrapbook to complete the collection. Tore a map into two to make a jigsaw for you. It showed the way to my heart. You fucked the directions, 'cause you never know when you might miss something you've never had. You never know when you might miss something you never had. You never know when you might miss something you've never had. You never know when you might miss something you never had. Poured a glass of milk in the machine I built out of tissue paper. They couldn't stop laughing. It came alive and sang, just feel all you can. The song is a house, the greatest invention. 'Cause you never know when you might